Hello and welcome to Science and Sorcery. You are joining us for our Playing for Palestine series. My name is Dagmar. I'm the host and creator of Science and Sorcery, and I'm joined here by two crucial team members who have helped to make this all happen. Our producer, Sam Langford. Sam, tired?
Tired but excited.
And our own Palestinian team member, Khalil Thurlaway. Khalil, also tired?
Always.
There we go. We are raising money for a Palestinian charity over the next eight TTRPG one-shots. And we're hoping that you will join us in this and take part in every way that you can. And for a little bit more information on how that could work, we'll pass it over to Khalil.
So we're going to be raising money for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. The PCRF is a non-profit organization that tries to help address some of the medical and humanitarian needs of young people in Palestine. Now, on top of the decades of occupation, expulsion, apartheid, ethnic cleansing, the recent surge in genocidal violence by Israel has really exacerbated all of those needs. So things like food, water, shelter, medicine, sanitary products, other essential items, they're all going to be really, really important once aid can get back into Gaza. Now, that may be one material way that we can try to make a difference, but there are other things we can do. I think Sam's going to talk about some of them.
Yeah, so of course nobody can do everything, but everyone can do something. And as well as our fundraiser, we also are dropping that into the chat, but also a whole bunch of other things that you can do at home, actions you can take. They'll be landing in the chat just now. So we can all do even just one little thing. So whether it is you watching this stream and joining in and sharing this and sharing what we're doing and putting those calls out, then that is great. If there's anything additional that you can do from the list we're just dropping, please do go and do that. But otherwise, we just want to say thank you so much for watching, for donating, for all of the people who you're about to see on the screen playing. Thank you so much. And thank you to Dagmar, to Khalil, to Alex, and to Rachel and our core team for helping bring this event together. But I'm going to pass back to Dagmar before we wrap up.
If you needed more motivation to donate, we've also got some fantastic giveaways. So thank you also to everyone who's donated to those. You can win some incredible things if you donate to our Tiltify campaign. That being said, without further ado, we hope you enjoy whatever's coming after this. And if you can't make this stream or one of the other ones, they'll be available to watch on YouTube, and the Tiltify will keep running for a wee while. So send it to your friends, send it to your enemies, and we hope you enjoy.
Stay informed, stay vocal, stay active. Free Palestine, we love it.
Free Palestine. See you, folks.
Free Palestine.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Playing for Palestine. We are going to be playing some 5e, and I'm hearing my own voice recorded back to me, which is weird. I'm Pan. My pronouns are he, they, she. You can find me usually at Stellar Encore on Twitter, Blue Sky, yada yada, all these spots. You can hear me or see me. You can hear and see me on podcasts such as Cosmopunk, Cybertopia. You can find me as well at Horde of Tales, Girls on These Worlds, and of course on Twitter and so on like. With me today are some lovely friends who are going to be playing with me, and to get start with Val, introduce yourself.
Sure thing. Hi everyone, I'm Valiant Dorian. I use he, him, his pronouns. You can find me all around the internet at Valiant Dorian or at Altus Bear. Please enjoy the lovely treasure I just set you on. And tonight I have the distinct pleasure of playing Dragomir the Wise in our fun little romp that we're going to be on today. I'm a TTRPG AP performer, Twitch variety streamer, TTRPG talk show host, and a game designer. And I can't wait to be playing for all of you and for this amazing cause.
It's weird to do this thing. Let's go around clockwise. Let's go next to Puna.
Hi everyone, I'm Puna M. My pronouns are she, her. I am a TTRPG game designer and writer. Twitter and occasionally appear on streams for excellent causes. And today I am playing Erithia, who Tiefling Barbarian. I'm not a regular barbarian. Cool barbarian.
There you go. Cool barbarian coming up. Rob, how about you?
Hi everyone, my name's Rob Cooper. I'm a public engagement professional, trade union rep, and I love dinosaurs and all kinds of extinct animals. I am playing Bruja the bartender, who is a Loxodon elephant folk monk who descended from his monastery to live among the sort of common people and has been working at a bar. He's loosely based off of a Dinotherium, which is an extinct relative of elephants who had tusks that curved backwards. We don't really know why they had tusks that curved backwards. We think it might have been to move branches out of the way when they were feeding. I don't know if that information will be useful today, but I'm very excited to be here.
I'm going to definitely use that later. Super useful. Viraj, how about you?
Hi, I'm Viraj. I'm a PhD student I use microscopes, that's my deal. And I'm really happy to be playing here. I'm playing Emmett Besler, a trickery cleric who loves to make deals and a little bit of scamming along the way.
Nice. And I am, of course, your GM. I will be everybody else in the world and the world as it is. That said, why don't we dive right in? The camera pans over the Twisted Whisker, a small, unassuming tavern in an unassuming town where it can be best described as a mid-range tavern. Mid-range adventurous, mid-range food, usually mid-range booze, depends how things go for the day. We zoom in through the window to see Marie, the proprietor of the Twisted Whisker. She is a chubby, elderly tabaxi, just kind of working her way around. And she's coming over to the table. She's coming to the table of adventurers, like struggling with a tray of lots of glasses. What are you guys all doing at the table? And she comes over. She starts to try to move things out of the way. Space on there.
I would like to say that my character just is very partial to power poses. So whenever someone else enters their space, there's like a lot of like. So I think that's
I'm so sorry, dear. I'll just move her. I'll get out of your way. It's okay. You're looking very muscular today. Excellent. Good stuff.
Thanks, Marie. Cheers.
Dragomir's response in seeing Marie kind of like try to clean stuff and move stuff out of the way within our vicinity, this black scaled dragonborn immediately lifts his very, very heavy tome that has a lion emblem emblazoned upon it, holding this leather strap, and he just lifts it up haphazardly. He's like, "Oh, all right, yeah, there you go, Marie. Enough space for you to clean up." And he holds this tome against himself for dear life.
Thank you. You're very kind. Let me just get that down. Oh, my back. As she goes to lean forward and makes quite the show of it's just so hard. Perhaps one of you could help me with a little bit of the cleaning.
At this point, I think Bruges is gonna sweep in. He's a sort of like fairly lively built elephant person, and he sort of like moves in quickly around, and he's got a rag sort of clenched in his trunk, and he just leans over and says, "Don't mind me, Marie, I'll just get that." And he just sort of scrubs it with the little trunk and then like gathers some of the glasses, tries to take some away from her, and balances as many as he can.
Such a good boy. I wish I could pay you, but things have been tight right now. I know you see that we're getting a whole lot of business at the moment, but when business comes in, I assure you that once you've all paid off your tabs, I'll make sure that your party gets a nice extra payday for all the help you do around here. You are going to pay off your tabs sometime soon, right?
Oh yeah, of course, totally.
Right, it's
Yeah, Scout's honor.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You did say that last time, and then you went out to what was it you were doing last time, and you didn't get paid for it, or that Baron wanted something done.
He didn't sign the right line on the document. You see, it just didn't work out.
We can't really talk about it. I mean, litigation is pending.
Okay, well, I like having you all around. You're very sweet, and I really do appreciate the help you gave me when you first showed up here with those goblins. That was very helpful. You have been here now for about a month, and well, you know what? It's fine. I'm rambling. I'll get out of your way. And she totters off. Um, she does actually leave a bunch of stuff with Bruja to do as she leaves.
Yeah, he's going to start sort of polishing stuff, holding things in his trunk, but he'll sit down at the table and sort of look at the others and say, I believe she is correct. We have been here for some time, and while we have learned much, perhaps there are other things we could learn elsewhere.
A wizard never overstays his welcome. He is always around well, he's always around when something happens. I'm sure that's how the saying goes.
It's a cliche for a reason, but you know, barbarians, they do what they want. Why should we move off? Which is a great opening for a segue if anybody could.
You guys will know that as a newer band of adventurers, you did come across the tavern like many adventurers, and you stamped your claim by aiding and kicking out some rowdy goblins who had been making things difficult for me. Obviously, you then kind of didn't pay for anything and kind of stuck around on the goodness of the town, who are now definitely. You see some of the people in there are giving you looks of well, you know, you could do something around here and so on. It's at this point actually that one of the bar hands, the other bar hand, who is actually Maria's granddaughter, comes over and she says, "Hey guys, hi." She is very very small. She's maybe about 15, and she's about maybe 4 foot, 5 foot or so. She comes over kind of like up to your table and goes, "Hey, I was wondering if you guys would mind signing. We're trying to get the tavern signed up for the Michelle Yin course. We thought it might help to drum some business."
What's this course you speak of?
Oh, okay. Well, here, and she puts a flyer on the table. This flyer is quite audacious. So it's very fancy. Bruja, you would recognize the name, Misha Yin. Misha Yin is a well-known sorceress who goes around for the good of the realm, checking out taverns, making sure they're up to code, make sure they're impressive enough. But one of the main things that Misha Yin is most known for is, quantifying how good the local talent are. The better the tavern, usually, you know, it tends to draw in the better adventurers. The Twisted Whisker is, well, it's a 3-star currently, and I don't mean like it got a Michelin star. It's just a 3-star at best.
This person here is important amongst the folk here, like a saint for those who run taverns. Will descend and grant people a holy star, should they prove their worth.
Huh. Oh, I didn't know sorcerers could bestow stars. And you're trying to get the restaurant in for this?
Well, we figured that if the tavern could make it onto the Misha Yin list, then we could jump some business. Maybe get some. And she looks around, says, more business.
Some taverns. Earthia turns to the rest of you. I mean, I'm sure getting more paying customers probably a good idea.
She gives you the eye as you say, more paying customers, and goes, "Yes, we'd love more paying customers, but it would be a bunch of adventurers like yourselves. You could help, right? That's what you do, right? You help people. You could help us to get the whisker on the map."
I think it's within our interest to do this, really. We like stars. I want stars, you know.
Stars are great.
It's not like a literal star. It's more. It's like a certificate.
I love certificates.
Okay, great. Yeah,
Just
it's
like
paperwork.
my teacher used to give me for a job well done. It's how I gained my wisdom, you see.
She looks at you for a while and goes,
Mm.
yeah, that's about right. You know what, guys, it would be really helpful if you could just sign on here. It's just to say, like, how much you love the whisker and how you would be willing to enter the Michigan competition on our behalf.
My dear friend, Mr. Embezzler, you are quite a savant of contracts and that sort of thing. Perhaps you could check it over for us.
I think I should give it a quick once over to make sure it's all above board.
Absolutely, yeah. So this isn't so much a contract as it is a flyer for the contest. But yeah, if you want to give it a look over,
I'd love to give it a look over. Yes,
yeah, absolutely. What will we roll for that? I think. Let's just do a straight perception real quick. Investigation, actually. Investigation. You're investigating this flyer.
With my huge intelligence. That's a 10.
All right. This flyer looks great. You can't believe you've never done it before. Wow.
You feel like giving this flyer 3 stars.
I think this flyer is really rather well designed and excellent. I think we should get on board here.
Yeah, you
Well,
guys
I'm
actually
convinced.
see. You said at the bottom of the flyer that it's actually been signed as well by a well-known adventurer known as Buff Chuffington. He's a well-to-do paladin. He's seen all the best places. He's many a time. He is basically the NPC that your DM brings in to save your party. Like super duper shiny armor, the whole thing. Very long backstory. Don't ask him about it. But Chuck Buffington will be there.
Famous faces. All the more reason we should be interested, right, Embezzler?
Yeah, I mean, the more famous, the greater the fall.
I should pipe up. She's like, it's weird that you keep saying his whole name, but yeah, I'd love for you guys to go in. It would really help out Nana, and I think it would help out the town. And if it does well, I could wipe your tabs. If you guys help us out.
That's quite a deal there.
I have heard the common folk say that is a prize most coveted.
That is correct. Speaking as a common folk myself, I agree. That is a very good. So what exactly? I mean, so finally, Erithus sort of shows any interest at all in the flying. Like, what exactly do we have to do?
So looking at the flyer, you can see that it is usually like tests of strength. They want to show the character of the adventurers who come to this town, and they want to show this is the place where the best come to CNBC, or at least the better than average come to CNBC. But if you guys want to win that star, you're gonna have to at least fake it till you make it, or actually win. So we'll see how that goes. I should point hands the flyer around to you guys and ask you all to sign so that you can all be set up on behalf of the Twisted Whisker.
M pulls out his fountain pen, sort of slightly glowing gold fountain pen, and purple ink flows from it as he signs his name in sort of flowery letters.
Wow, Mr. Beather, that's cool.
I mean, it's holy for a reason.
Oh, her eyes are wide as saucers. She's very impressed. Is everyone else signing up?
In stark contrast to Emmett's gorgeous fountain pen and gorgeous ink, Dragomir the Wise pulls out an ominous-looking twig-like thing out of the inside of his pockets. It does have a nib at the end, but it does definitely look like a quill that's been charred and then made into a pen. And as he begins writing, all of you hear, for some reason, the nib making contact with the wood beneath the paper. And this is like horrible little scratching with each letter that he's writing out.
Yeah, the bar patrons all start to stop
penmanship.
and look around. They're always like, as they're scraping like chalk on the chalkboard, nails on the chalkboard, as everyone stops to look at you scratching out your signature.
terrible handwriting as Dragomir the Wise writes out his full name and title, Dragomir the Wise, poorly.
Dracomir, I told you I could get you a new pen. You just need to say the word.
This is my master's pen, beloved, coveted by all.
Was it always burned? Did your master die in a fire?
Well, no, my master's very, very much alive. He just likes some. He has a special eye for things.
I should nod. She's only a kid, so she should nod. Like, yeah, that sounds, yeah.
Very particular.
Okay. I think she steps a little close to Bruja because Dragomir scares her a bit.
Bruce is going to take up the form, and he's going to try not to get beer all over it because his sort of clothes are stained with beer and various things.
Great.
He himself does not drink. He prefers to observe drunk people and try to learn how they work, but he's still got covered in beer. So he's going to try to avoid it as best he can, but probably still drop splotches of beer as he signs his name.
Nice, absolutely. Go ahead and give me a let's do a sleight of hand. Let's see how you do.
Okay. That is a 7.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that.
no.
So I mean, it's definitely been signed by a water elemental, possibly a beer elemental, but it's got a name on there, so that'll count. And last but not least, and she turns to you, Eva.
I'm going to. I was gonna use a charge quill, but I don't have one. So I think Arthea takes out a pen that looks like a novel, like one of those novelty things you get at a competition, like a jousting competition and stuff. You get like a giant joust, and then it's just gonna be so when she tries to sign her name, it's just basically tearing the paper, and that's how it's making the mark.
Right.
But
So when you say a novelty pen, do you mean like one of the ones that's like quite large?
Yeah.
And quite girthy all the way around? From
Mhm.
Okay, right, gotcha. From like Jeff's Jumbo Jousting Shack, gotcha.
I mean, that's not necessarily how I would have described it, but yeah.
By all means, like if it's a large pen that tears through paper.
Yep. Well, yeah.
Cool. So Aisha picks up the paper, sodden, torn, and goes, "This is probably okay. Thanks, guys. Nano really appreciate this." And she folds it up. And
I think we have started off our adventure on a great note.
I would agree. But
It's good to
flyer away. How are we gonna know anything about it? Where do we go? What do we do? Where do we go? Do we know?
Well, they're supposed to come here and be impressed, right? So, I guess we gotta get this place star rated approval. I think that's what we gotta do. We gotta freshen the place up.
Oh, we're not
And
just gonna
I think
go
if
there
there's
and
a-
like.
If there's a cushion right next to Dragomir, he just picks it up and adjusts it slightly and just pats it twice. Like that.
So as
Feel
you
the
guys
difference.
are in the whisker and discussing this, as a cursory glance around, there are some general town drunks. There's at least a couple of other adventurers, definitely like newer guys. There's maybe 2 bandits who seem to just like come in and they're rowdy, but they pay. No one knows where the money comes from. And the place generally has the what one might call a robust aroma.
Having a sensitive trunk, I think Bruja would be more aware of that aroma than others. So he's perhaps going to suggest,
If we want this place to be sort of friendly, with a nice atmosphere, perhaps we could start with the...
and he's going to wave his trunk in a way that he thinks suggests the smell, but might not be clear to everyone else.
Are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting? Pasta?
Charades. That too.
2 words.
Yeah. Go on.
Right. First word. Sorry, no, I can't talk.
And he puts his hands up to suggest a the.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Some of the other patrons
One.
have started to watch as well, and they've all said like, you know, oh, it's a dog. It's two dogs.
He raises his finger for the second word, and then just sort of crouches down and goes round sniffing with his trunk.
Anteater. Yes.
Yeah.
A terrible evil hound.
Oh yeah,
Look.
yeah,
Oh,
Close.
puppy.
yeah. The guy that was talking about dogs starts to cheer and goes, yeah, I knew it was a dog. Yes.
Evil puppy.
What does a dog do? A dog does something very well.
A dog loves
Jumping.
I'm not sure about that, but something else that they're very good at.
But a dog is great at loving you. What are you suggesting?
I'm not sure I understand this game. Is it meant to be so hard?
It takes great wisdom to rack up wins in a game of charades.
Perhaps, Dragomir, if I tell you, then you can do the charades, and your wisdom will allow everybody to guess.
Ah, that is great wisdom indeed. Please, tell me the great answer. I will assist you.
The smell.
You see Dragomir nod. Mind you, this man is calling himself Dragomir the Wise, 20-year-old, in his 20s, young ass dragonborn. So as he nods and like swishes this silver mane away from his face, what Dragomir will do? What Dragomir is going to do is cast minor illusion. And the minor illusion is a little perfume bottle that gets squeezed, and outside of the scent that is sprayed out of the perfume bottles comes the words, "the smell."
The patrons that are watching you all grow and go, oh.
Foul. That's both the smell and the. You can't do that. You can't just spell out the word. I know how this game is played.
Well,
That seems like cheating.
a spell.
All right, but like as the words appear, I think Erithia and like several other people probably are like, that's different.
I think Emmett sort of gets out his really heavy bottle of Dracois Noir and sort of starts spraying it into the air. Just.
All right, so yeah, you start like spritzing around this scent. It comes up a little bit like old lady bathroom, but it does cover up most of the smell. So it's kind of doing the job there. You guys spend the rest of the night discussing your plans on how to get this done and what you could win and how dog isn't anything like smell, but it's close enough if you really work at it. A couple of the patrons join in too, and then Ash comes running out with the flyer again. Goes, guys, we got in, we got selected. Look, and you see that the flyer. It's got a big stars appeared in the middle of it. Not quite as impressive as it would look normally because it's also covered in booze and torn in half. But it does say you have been accepted to be you have been accepted to be inspected for the Mishi star.
It seems the wind is at our back already.
That seems to be part of the problem, doesn't it? Also, I think, and turns to Dragomir and goes, I think that the thing that you did with the cushion really is what set us apart and got us accepted into this thing. I think made the difference.
We gotta do that for all the cushions. That will multiply our winning chances by 30-fold.
Wow.
As he shouts each
I
and
feel very
every
impressed.
cushion.
Do you want me to start moving
The
the
mental
cushion?
math. Sorry, I didn't catch that last part.
Oh, I should ask you if you want to start moving cushions. She's very impressed. She doesn't know any better. She's a kid.
Yeah, I can help out with the cushions, but we gotta do some more zhush. We gotta zhush up the place. I mean, they're coming here to expect it.
Yeah.
Maybe I can play with some lights. And there's a devious look in Dragomir's eyes as he begins shuffling off to a cushion area, not too far from you, like still within hearing distance, and opens up a tome mid-adjusting cushions, sits on a cushion, and then reads out dancing lights, and is trying to mimic the steps of the spell to get dancing lights off.
Yeah, dancing lights, if you're casting it, it does go off. As it goes off, actually, everyone give me perception.
I mean, look at this. We're already getting stars. Well done, Dragon.
Natural 20.
Wow,
Ooh.
lovely. All right.
It begins.
There we go. Well, as these lights dance and flitter around the bar, around the tavern area, Brucia, you notice in the corner, you wouldn't have seen it if the light hadn't flickered past suddenly there, but a hooded figure leaning in the corner, dressed all in black and with a big cowl over them. You haven't noticed them before. They're not regular. We're sure they weren't here about a little while ago, but they're there and they're watching you. As the light flashes by their eye, they catch your eye and they immediately pull the cloud down lower.
Oh, it's like the sort of Aragorn moment in Lord of the Rings, but the camera turns back and it's just this elephant guy holding some beer glasses.
Also, the mysterious guy is far too lit up now because there's dancing lights going on. It's not very mysterious anymore.
Bruce is going to
Dragomir 100% changes the colors of the lights, so it definitely looks like a tiny little disco is happening.
Right, just over this
in various parts
man.
of the tavern. Yeah, over this mysterious man. We're testing out the light colors.
Okay,
Bruce is going to sort of awkwardly dance over to Dragomir and say,
Dragomir, your wisdom knows no bounds. You have uncovered this.
I know it.
I know this. You've uncovered this strange person in the corner. I don't
Strange
recognize them. Over there.
Ah, yes, of course. My great wisdom has uncovered this hooded figure.
Realizing
what do you think, Brucia? You think they're trouble?
Well, I don't know, but we've been here for a month and I don't recognize this person. Perhaps we should investigate.
This requires a subtle hand of one of our friends. Emmett, you should go.
Emmett's like, yeah, this is strange, and sort of just sidles up to them. Yeah.
The mysterious figure makes a concerted effort to not act like they've been spotted.
So Emmett sort of leans with his sort of elbow on the table, sort of says, "Good sir, what brings you to this illustrious establishment?"
I'm not supposed to talk yet. I'm supposed to be waiting for the crew to get here. Can I get some water, please? Actually.
The crew.
As you mentioned the crew, the door flies open, and in steps Misha Yin, flanked by a small gaggle of also they're people doing her makeup. There are people casting illuminating spells, make her look good in any angle at any time. And Misha swans in and stops instantly, looking at the disco tavern that she's wandered into with several interestingly placed cushions. She goes, oh, the twisted whisker. Yes. I can work with this, definitely. You must all know me. At this point, she is gesticulating towards the crowd. Many of the tavern goers do not know who she is. You guys would have seen her picture on the flyer, so you would know who she is. Aisha also knows who she is too, but she goes, you must all know me. Of course, I am Mishi, and I'm here to evaluate your lovely tavern and its participants. Please, who's in charge here? Misha points at the four of you. Because these are going to be our representatives. Miss Ian, sir, madam, okay. And she goes back behind the bar immediately as Misha struts forward. She is a very tall, very elegant high elf. She has long silver hair. She's oddly toned, actually. Like, she looks like she works out. She goes, "It's a pleasure to meet you. I, of course, require no introduction. You'll be representing the Twisted Whisker during our trials, I assume?"
I think
Yes.
Emmett sort of walks up. He's so short. He's a little dwarf, and he sort of bows. May I introduce our group here?
Ah, good. One of you
Gestures to the other
has
three.
manners.
Arithia instantly. Sorry, I was just gonna say Arithia, just without saying anything, just instantly power poses.
Nice. A couple of Misha's entourage do actually take pictures. They also have, like, the lights go around you as well to make sure you also look good. It seems that the entourage hasn't stopped coming in though. She has a lot of team with her, and they're all setting up all over the tavern and such around you. They're even shooting out some of the other patrons just to make more room. And she goes, "Oh, it's a pleasure, all of you. You must be the local adventurers party, I assume."
Indeed,
That
I
we
am
are.
Dragomir the Wise from the Order of Nebulous Archaic Darkness, as he reaches out his little dragon-born hands over to Michigan to shake her hand.
As you do, one of her people steps in front of you and shakes for her and goes, Michigan doesn't shake hands, but it's a pleasure."
Of course.
My name is Pooja. I work as a bar hand here, and if you are looking for something that really sets the Whisker apart, do check out the cushions. They have been most wisely placed.
There's a smash cut to the cushions. One falls off a chair. Smash cut back to her, and she goes, Yes, I see. It's very plush. Great. Where is Chuffington? Chuffington. And the mysterious figure who was trying to lean away from Emmett steps forward now and goes, "Aha!" as he pulls off his cloak. "You did not realize it was I, Buff Chuffington, Master Paladin. My stylish sneakiness has caught you off guard once again." He stands there.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Buff Chuffington.
No, you can call me Buff, young man.
I didn't
Once
recognize
you
your
get
visage
bugged.
there.
Of course not. I was incognito.
Meanwhile, the dancing lights are still like oscillating around Buff, flickering to an unknown beat that doesn't exist in any other part of this tavern.
So it's just like a synthwave disco going on in here as he's trying to hide. Excellent.
But I like to think if you ever tried to count what timing it's in like the most obscure time signature you could ever think of, that Dragomir would be like, yes, this is truly a wise.
Dragomir knows nothing about time signatures. Do with that information what you will.
And it's like, this is real jazz.
Okay. Mishi gives a polite chuckle and says, "Yes, it's very quaint, in here. Now, you four are the you sent in your notice. We all got it there, and we can't wait to get you into the trials to start off with. While we're doing that, my team will be giving this place a little makeover, a little bit more, shall we say, audience worthy. I mean, I love to do the cushions; they're great, but the rest of the place could do with a is that lavender I smell? It smells like my nana's bathroom.
That sounds lovely.
That covers up the scent quite well, I would think.
One of the staff looks at him, covers up the scent. What do you mean?
The scent of greatness.
Yes. He goes away. Mishian waves a hand to Buff and says, Master Shuffington here will be taking you through the trials. We'll be seeing how well the local party work fares. I'm sure we're all looking very forward to seeing it. You all signed the waiver, yes? You're fine with the audience participation, yes?
Emmett tries to remember what was on the waiver. And he can't.
Mishian does not give you time to think about it and goes, marvelous. Well, I'll see you all soon then. Yes, Twisted Whisker, yes, well, we can make it work. And as she's talking about it, and she's walking out, her entourage begin to file out along with her. Well, a few stay behind to start work, but for the most part, she was in and out like a storm. Buff, however, stands there, gleaming in his armor, awkwardly holding his cloak, but did not seem to do much good for him. He says, "Well.
So what do you do?"
What do I, Buff Chuffington? Do you know? You haven't heard of me?
Not really.
What? Well, I suppose we move in different circles. My skill as an adventurer is renowned among the higher tiered taverns. My own tavern, the Gleaming Sandal, has won 2 stars in the last 2 years. Nothing to know more part of myself.
And what and you're a paladin, and how do you help with the gestures that the entire production is beginning to happen while Buff is just standing here with us?
As Buff standing there, a makeup artist does come over and touch you up a little bit and keep moving. So it's my job to take you through the trials, and we evaluate the local talents and see how well they do. A good tavern often brings in good parties and good adventurers. A bad tavern tends to have the, shall we say, less talented, eyeing the 4 of you, ne'er-do-wells.
Oh, it's a divine challenges as well. Interesting.
No, that's not the thing. It's not divine. It's just I'm just a paladin. The challenge is the challenge. You can make it divine if you want to. It's not really my problem, but no, it's fine. Are you sure you haven't heard of me? You definitely haven't heard of me. How about like this? And he stands, he gives a power pose much like if he's actually, this was on the last couple of issues I was in. How about now from this angle here?
No,
you don't
my
know
master
nobody
really kept, my master was really much more of a, Oathbreaker's weekly catalog of paladins.
Oh, Oathbreaker's weekly. That's slop.
Well, you weren't on there, so
Well, I'm not an Oathbreaker, of course not. I'm a true paladin. I don't go into those tabloid paladins and wave a sword around. Oh, look at me! I've got. He notices that some people are taking like, but I digress. Please follow me. We'll be beginning the trials outside soon, I believe. They should have the portal ready presently. Oathbreakers weekly.
As we're following him outside to the portal, Arathea mumbles to Besler and goes, was it a power pop?
I mean, there wasn't even there's no power behind that at all.
Exactly. What's the point of that?
It wasn't much better.
I mean, I don't need a magazine to acknowledge my
Exactly.
I think I'm going to say that he markedly ignores the disrespect behind him.
Oh no, I don't. It's an actual whisper, not a stage whisper. He's not supposed to hear me.
That's fine. He takes you guys out. He is definitely strutting a bit more pose-ish than you would be normally. You know, big, strong strides, lots of large shoulder shrugs. And occasionally he looks back at you guys, see maybe he's noticing. So it should be this way, and he points in a heroic pose.
I think whenever he looks back, Bruiser just gives him a thumbs up, as if to say, "Yes, all good."
All right.
I think at the opportune time, when he makes a particularly posy pose, Emmett will cast thaumaturgy and have like a small fart noise come out.
Yes. Absolutely. There's a moment where he puts a foot up on a rock and like leans, goes, "No, yes, we're close." And there's a small fart noise somewhere in the background. Who did that? Who did that? That wasn't me. Was it you? And he points at Bruja.
Strange sounds upon the wind, I fear.
Yes, of course. I'm quite used to strange sounds. Of course, it's a long-term adventure. All sorts of things. Be on your guard. You guys follow Bart Shuffington along until he comes to what has been very obviously set up as a medium-sized portal. A couple of the stage hands are working on it. The portal itself is about maybe a standard doorway height and size, but the area they're building up around it is like something out of what's that show called? RuPaul's Drag Race. Very audacious outside frames. This portal. He says, "Well, very well. If you all follow me, we'll be putting you through the trials. Do you have a team name?"
I didn't think this far. Dragomir
you're
whispers the
wise.
other three.
I feel like there should be something with Kush.
I believe that is our unique selling point.
I see. It's coming to me.
Cushions that are well placed.
The well-placed cushions.
The well-placed cushion.
You know, I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not either, actually. Buffy.
That sounds like the name above table. That sounds like a name of a really, really dope indie band.
The
Actually,
well-placed cushions, yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
So, yes, you guys tell Buffy you're called the well-placed, and he goes, yes, the well. Go on.
I would like to say our tagline is, after all, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And what do you need? A well-placed.
yes, very wise. Yes,
Love it.
It's not a great tagline. It's too long, but gets the point across.
Yeah, so what you notice is that there are various mages around who are casting what seems like small portals as they're looking at you. What you don't realize is that there is a studio audience all watching this on various crystal balls that have been rented out. The studio audience, in fact, can be our audience, our Twitch audience here. So I would like to ask the Twitch audience real quick you have a thumbs up and thumbs down type system. I want you guys to give our contestants a thumbs up. So if you're in the chat and you want to give them a bonus, if they get a thumbs up, something will happen. If they get a thumbs down, something else might happen. If you want to give them a thumbs up in the chat or a thumbs down, please do. And that will be going on there. I'll come back to that later on. For now, as these camera mages are giving you guys all the angles. Are you still running dancing lights?
Oh yeah, that every time it's like the duration ends, it is revived again, and we just basically have an entourage of blinking colorful lights as we continuously move around the studio spaces. I'm pretty sure I messed up the lighting in one of the areas there, conjuring the portals, and there's just like a bright pink flash. They need to start putting a disclaimer for folks because
like that Pokemon
colorful lights. Not the bad Pokemon.
You're giving them all the Porygon episode. That's the worst.
That was a terrible episode. But yes, Dancing Lights is still on, and Dragomir is very curiously looking at all of these other casters and what they're up to. He's very curious about the magic that they're conjuring.
Sure, of course. I mean, do you want to maybe ask one, or do you want to cast something? Or do you want to do that?
I do have in my Eldritch sight under my Eldritch invocations. I can cast detect magic at will without expending a spell slot. What's going on?
All right. Well, you cast detect magic at will, and as I mentioned before, you do realize that what these guys are doing, it's kind of it's a modified seeing spell. People are effectively scrying on you via these mages. It seems that what Michian does is rent or sell these crystal balls to people so they can watch the show, as it were, from the comfort of their own homes or in their taverns on very large crystal balls that they suspend from the walls.
Chins up, well-placed cushions. We are being watched.
Erithia, perhaps if we're being watched, we should strike some sort of pose.
Oh yes, yes. Follow my lead.
It's sort of thaumaturgy,
Excellent.
some sort of dramatic sound as well.
Excellent. Yep, for sure. You know what? Then I'll say who's starting with the pose? Erithia's going with the pose. So let me give a performance check, and I'll say that with that
Oh,
thaumaturgy,
brilliant.
yeah, with everybody else
Wonderful.
working on it as well, I'll take it on advantage as you want to try and woo the crowd with some good posing.
Oh, good. My performance. Somebody who likes power poses. 17.
Is that with advantage?
No.
Yeah, roll again.
17.
2.
17 twice. Twice. It was meant to be. It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
No,
was
no,
meant
no,
to be.
no. Like the second time I rolled was 7. Hence.
Oh,
17.
okay. All right, we'll keep the 17.
I
yeah,
rolled
absolutely.
a 22.
A 22, nice. Right, then I will say that as you guys are posing, you see that there is another. You know what? Aisha's there. Aisha's there, and she is holding a crystal ball and watching, and she can see that you guys. That worked out really well. People really like that. She's watching her own. She's got like a small portable crystal ball to watch the show on.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Buff. Oh, well, if we're all quite done showboating, then please, if you'll follow me through to the challenges. This way.
As we're walking to the challenges, and I'm like, yeah, we're all. I
You guys are
tell,
voguing through the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell Dragomir, I'm like, have you heard of this? It's a tomb. It's in a tomb that's sort of like newish, not really gone around the entire land yet. But have you heard of this spell TikTok? I feel like you'd really like it.
No, I might have to peruse the tome about it. And I think he like looks at the tome, and I'd like to imagine that the lion on the front of this tome that he carries around with him has given him the most disgruntled look at the idea of a TikTok spell. And he's just like, oh, he's in a mood. I'll go and check on that later. But yes, that is something worth our venturing, I'm sure.
Now, Aisha being 15 has definitely heard of TikTok. So, Buff turns and says, "You may bring your young squire along if you wish." And pointing at Aisha, and Aisha looks up at you all with wide eyes, like, "Oh, can I come? Is it okay?"
Give me a power pose, Aisha. Let's see.
Oh wow! All right, let me roll a power pose for Aisha.
I'll cast another thaumaturgy for this as well. Then, if
Okay.
you think about it. Yeah.
How are you helping Aisha with her power pose?
I think there's like a thunder sound.
Okay, all right, yeah, let's roll for Aisha. Let's go.
Just imagine that, dragon.
Okay, that's not great, and that's not great either. Aisha, she tries really hard, but I think as she's doing it, she drops her small crystal ball and then fumbles, and then goes, "Oh, I can do it, like ta-da!" And it's an 11. So
I think it's really important for young people to be able to leave their comfort zones to really explore who they are. So I vote that we let them come with us.
For sure. No. Internships are useful for sure. Come on then. Be a well.
Aisha,
Be a
sign this
well-placed
waiver.
Aisha immediately signs the waiver. She's so excited.
Great.
Doesn't read it.
Meaningless waiver, so she's 15. But yeah.
And you are all led through the portal. Buff Chuffington, sorry, not Chuck Buffington. That's a different character.
She immediately starts voguing with us, I feel.
Yeah, voguing your way through the camera mages following along at your every move. As you blink out the magic of this teleportation spell, you find yourselves in a large hall. This is the Glittering Sandal. This is Buff's place. It is extremely fancy. The cushions, exquisite. The smell, delightful. Several other very adorned looking adventurers lounge around the side and stuff. They know the deal. They've come here to watch and see what's going on there. The Sandal isn't being put through for the third one this year because they are now going to be the host, which is a much bigger sorry, pardon me, which is a much bigger get than a mere star. Being the host, you're on the crystal balls. Everyone sees you. Even the kids using TikTok magic, illegal TikTok magic, will probably see you. and they look at you as you all come in. They're like, Buff, you brought the newbies. 3 gnomes come up to you guys. These guys. Now you might recognize the Grey Wild 3. They are from a town a little way over. Their tavern, is similarly middle of the road. And they look the 4 of you up and down. They go, no hard feelings when we beat you, right? Or I say one of them does. What the one steps forward. The one with one's wearing a hat, and he steps forward with a glittering hat, and says, "Yeah, no hard feelings when we beat you, right?"
I would like to do an intimidatingly good power pose.
Absolutely, yeah.
At this man.
Yeah. This gnome has come over, and there's 3 of them. The one speaking to you now is definitely masked. The other 2 are in roguish garb, and it's a bit hard to tell what they're in. But this one here, with the cowboy's hat on, with rhinestones in it, absolutely masked. So yeah, go ahead.
16.
16, cool. Yeah, he does. Huh. As you pose at him, he definitely backs off, but it's not the look of fear you're usually used to. It's almost like admiration, but with a tinge of your usual fear. It's like, oh, okay, that's good. Hey, at least you got one of the other gnomes gonna go, boss, you okay? He goes, shut up, I'm fine. Just
And if there is a sing off, like in the famous legend of Pitch Perfect, if
Oh, yeah, that was also on the crystal balls. It's a play called Pitch Perfect. Yes.
Yeah, the famed play.
One of the gnomes says, "Oh, I love that play."
Exactly. Well, we would win that too because of the swagger. Okay, I'm gonna step back with my team now.
Okay, good. Me too, says the gnome. He goes to lean on something and misses. He goes, yeah, good. I'm also going back to my... What was your name? Sorry, miss?
Erithia. Who wants to know?
Popolio. That's who wants to know. Remember the name. You'll be seeing it on the winner's table later.
Doesn't sound like stars. Turns around, walks off.
Popolio sweats heavily as his guys come and go, "It's okay, man. It's all right. You came in there really strong. Good job. Good job." Buff stands up on a table and says, Welcome to the Michelian Star Challenge. Now we have 2 groups here today. We have the the well-placed cushions. And
hooray!
There's some from the audience. Let's have a yep. There's some good stuff from the audience there. And we have the Grey Wild 3. And some more clapping from the audience as well. Looking at the thumbs, I should notice that your stats have got higher. There seems to be like a rating system, and you guys are definitely rated a bit higher there. Erithia, putting Popolio in their place seems to have given you a little bit of a boost. So she gives you like a thumbs up and goes, "Good work, man." Now, the first thing we're going to be doing is going to be standard problem solving. This is a must for all good parties. The first...
Dragomir, I think this is your purview, right? You're wise.
I am indeed very wise, and I am ready. For whatever challenges await a wizard, a wizard shall come out victorious.
Excellent, excellent. I like the cut of that one's jib. Now
he stands wizardly.
Wizardly. That's another power pose. I feel like I'm doing a pose for this.
What can he say? Rithia's rubbing off on him.
All right, give me a performance roll.
Woohoo!
Let's see how the crowd like
fun.
it.
I got high charisma.
I can touch you and give you a guidance at least.
Sure, I'll take a guidance. Oh, that's very nice. So 11 plus 4 is 15. 15 plus 4 is 19 total.
19, yeah. So this wizardly pose as well. I think Aisha's probably your only like actual backer here, so she's clapping really hard. Like she's super excited. Some of the audience are clapping. Like, it's pretty good, I guess. It's nice wizarding, yeah. Good stuff. Go ahead.
Whoever is in any doubt of it, that's like in very obvious doubt of his wizarding skills, I will use my awakened mind feature, where I just say, "Do not doubt my wizardly powers, for I am in your mind." For those who do not know, awakened mind lets me talk to any creature.
Is it just one creature though?
It is just
It's
one
random. One random.
Oh, it's not random. Damn it! Message. I can pick message instead.
Right.
What audience member?
Oh, so you just point and it's just like.
So one guy at the bar is like, ah! Smashing.
Dragomir, I don't want to, speak ahead of the thing or anything, but I believe you may have just gotten a new follower.
Sorry, I didn't catch that last word. My audio processing just went out the window.
I think you may have just gotten a new follower.
I don't know if I'm ready for the mantle of teacher or master yet. But if it is the burden I must carry, if it's the burden I must carry, then it is time.
It's not a burden. You must carry just one follower. Calm down. But still, it's You
also,
are.
this guy is hiding under a table. I'm not sure about followers. How I really. He flinches when you look at it.
Oh no.
Wisdom must be shared, my friend.
Oh no, you're right. It is. Just never imagined it would appear in such a way. But if this is how my wisdom is to be shared, then so be it.
But also,
The
We will
cushion
win this.
falls.
I mean, if you're gonna upgrade to like Dragomir the teacher or Dragomir the mentor or
The
whatever
wise
you're gonna do,
teacher.
you're gonna
Dragomir
have
the
to
wise
reprint.
teacher.
You're gonna have to reprint all your merch. So much effort. I
I
would
guess
say
you
wait
can
for
add
at
the word
least.
teacher on the end of it, right? Like,
Yeah, but it's
add a
still
different word every
adding stuff.
time.
Yeah, it's like him having to write physically. all the words.
Get a little marker, put a little inverted thing and say teacher.
All right, so Buff leads you all out into the courtyard where you see that there is a large pit. So you got the ground, large pit. Outside the ground, you have to find some way over it there. He walks you over and points down into the pit and says, as you can see down here, I've kept a couple of beasties. So your main job is to get across the pit without in any way disturbing the beasties. If you were to fall in, well, that would be unfortunate. But all you have to do is find your way across. Now, we have a small selection of items you may use here. He points to the side. It's effectively a scrap heap, a scrap yard to the side there. But there is a lot of general stuff that you can use to get across. Of course, while you are making it across, there are no rules. So as long as all four of you make it across, unharmed, unscathed, unmolested, then not a problem. Your squire can stay here with me. I'm sure she'll be fine. And I should like from somewhere gotten like a little flag that says well-arranged cushions, and she's happily waving it, excited for you guys. The Grey Wild 3 are giving you all evils. One of them is definitely looking over their side of the pile. They've got some more scrap as well. Another one's looking down into the pit, and Paporio is watching you all with suspicion.
Bruja gives the Grey Wild 3 a thumbs up.
Well, which one?
I think he'd probably do it to each one individually if they're
Just
separate.
3 different thumbs up. Paporio gives you scowls at you. The one looking down the pit gives you like a thumbs up. The other one doesn't notice you at all. Now, there are no spared rules. You are able to interfere with your competition if you feel wish.
What do we see in the scrap heap?
Well, let's go to the scrap heap. Let's see how many thumbs up you guys got. The more thumbs we got, the more you're going to get. So,
Oh wow.
1, 2, 3. We got 4. We got 4. So what you guys have are several planks, like iron planks. They look like, now let me ever seen wrestling, professional wrestling. You know how easy it is to go through those tables?
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of planks
Yeah.
that look like those tables from a wrestling match.
Okay.
But there's various other things. If you want to suggest something might be in there, it may well be in there, depending on how music it might be. You see that Paporio is already helping the other gnome with dragging out a couple of pieces themselves as well. Everyone give me a perception check, though.
Sure.
Do we still we haven't been our weapons or anything haven't been taken from us, right?
No, you're all geared up as standard.
21.
21.
Only 10.
That's fine. Emmett notices
16.
that third gnome gone. You notice them looking down the hole, and no, they're not there anymore. But the other two are getting this plank ready to pull out.
I feel like they're one of their team members are coming to mess with us potentially.
Oh, I see. Dastardly games of wits.
What kind of strategy could we pursue, Dragomir the Wise?
I am very good at long distance sniping, close distance shocking, and close distance, well, medium distance, bells are ringing.
I am going to roll for the Grey Wild trio, and each one of them to see what they're up to. As you guys you tell me how you want to try and get across the thing. I'll say the pit is a good maybe 15 foot across. By the way,
15.
yeah.
Ooh,
Sorry,
I
maybe I
can
missed it.
I can also curse them so that they can do poorly.
That sounds like it might be cheating. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm just saying it might be. Well, they're tampering with us. You know what? Go for it.
There were no rules, I heard.
Yeah,
That's true.
Aisha tugs on Emmett's shirt and goes, I don't think it matters if you cheat, just as long as you're clever about it.
Wow. Well, clever. That's Dragomir's clever. Let's see what.
Dragomir is
I'm
clever.
always
It's in his
clever.
name.
I am always clever.
Right.
But I think the first thing we must decide is how we're gonna get across, and then I can see the best. I can focus on tampering with them, and the three of y'all can focus on, because that's mostly my skill set. And then y'all can figure out a way to get us over there, because there's no point me tampering if we can't get across ourselves.
This might seem like a strange idea, but from my time working in the bar, occasionally I would have a glass or some such thrown at me. all in the spirit of good fun. But I learned to be quite good at catching such a glass and even potentially lobbing it back. So, Erithia, if you were to throw Dragomir or Emmett at me, I could catch them and hurl them across the pit.
I think that's a great idea, but also couldn't we just hurl them without throwing them at you?
It's sort of part of my process, you see. You get into a certain frame of mind when something's heading towards you.
Yep, I respect that.
I respect the in-character attempt at mechanics of explaining that. As if it was some kind of missile that I could catch.
If hypothetically one were a missile, perhaps one could be deflated.
I will say that above table, Dragomir is very much designed like an Asian dragon, and it's definitely on the longer side.
Oh, just all noodly, yeah.
I was gonna say, I love that you chose Erithia to be the person to throw them at you. But you know what? I think it works. Erithia is prone to violence. I love it.
Emmett is very small.
His horn didn't get broken.
Very, very small.
You know.
I'm long, you're small. We got this.
The two attributes of a missile.
Yeah.
Yes.
The long and short of it is we're gonna
no. That was so good.
Okay, so you guys, as you're discussing how to get over this, you glance over. You see that the Grey Wilds have already started to build themselves like a makeshift bridge. They're starting to, again, you only see two of them, but they've started to set it up so they can probably try and just border the whole thing across by magical means, by some general hard work and workmanship means. But they're on their way. So what are you doing?
Sorry, maybe I missed it, but how deep is the pit?
Oh, good point. Okay, so the pit is 15 feet across, and the fall is about, I'd say, another 10 foot.
Okay. And
sorry,
the beasties?
Not 10 foot, sorry, 20 foot down. At the bottom of the pit are the beasties. They seem to be kind of sorry.
How tall are they?
They seem to be like large dogs, like almost like a dire wolf type things.
Oh my god, maybe these are the dogs from the charades all coming.
Two of them snap at you as you look over the side.
Can I smell them? Do they smell?
Yes, sure. They smell decidedly doggy. You ever smell like a wet dog?
Like dogs.
Yeah, you ever smell like a wet dog? Yeah, wet dogs.
Do we want to agitate the dogs and agitate our opponents at the same time?
I have a question. If one of the things that, say, for instance, Bruja, you react to things being thrown at you by throwing them back. Famously, dog-like creatures chase things that are being thrown. Should we just hear me out? Should we throw something small from the scrap heap to distract them? And then, so I lob, which is probably going to be super easy and with no complications whatsoever, these guys at you. And then, as a reaction when you're throwing them across, I can also toss a thing in the other direction. So the dog-like creatures go towards that. And then these guys are free and clear. I have to say, though, that does beg the question. How are we going to get it?
Funny enough, as you are wondering that question, you do see that the Grey Wild trio have built a bridge and are making their way across. It's slow going. This is quite rickety.
Do it, Dragon.
They're predictable.
I'll do it. As whoever is taking the lead, and because you said the bridge is rickety, as they are just about to step onto, because they're being careful. As they're about to take a next trepidatious step, I would like to cast Hold the Dead.
Okay.
and ring
Just a straight up attack.
Happening now.
Ringing a bell.
All right. Yeah. Cool. So Pomporio's the one in front. He's testing the weight, stepping forward. You just turn. You four have made no effort to make a bridge, and you just a wisdom saving throw. Cool, great. Oh no. Yeah, he's making his way across, and he's suddenly wrought. He goes flat on this bridge, clutching at his head. How much damage is that?
Let me find out. It
Just
is
straight away with violence.
it is 2d8.
Wow. All right.
Just
You have 2d8. Well, that rolled terribly. That's
Oh no.
3 damage. 3 necrotic.
Damage. As
Necrotic damage. Trying to cross a bridge. Oh man.
Lips clutching at his head, and wails for a moment as if he's got like a really bad ice cream headache. The other gnome turns to look at the four of you, and they point. Actually, let's see if they could. I mean, how do you cast? When you cast, what's it look like? How obvious?
So you point at a creature, and the sound of a dolorous bell fills the air.
So you're pointing at them as well.
So I do point. So I will have to try and be subtle. Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, you can be like, look, what's happening to that guy? And then,
They're already crossing the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're crossing the bridge. Launch me.
So real quick, as the other gnome does turn around, look at you, sees you pointing and going, "Oh no, they're crossing the bridge, guys." They point back at you.
No.
No.
Oh no.
The 16 hit.
Well, that
Me?
sounds like
Yeah. Yeah, it sure does.
Cool.
The AC is 12.
Great. As an arrow comes out from the pile of garbage that they had on their side, the pile of rubble on their side, and catches you in the shoulder for 6 damage.
Okay, fair. That's fair. That's
I see.
As soon as the arrow knocks into his shoulder, Dragon goes.
Yeah, Pomporio kind of like shakily gets up and goes, "Oh, it's like that, is it? Oh, okay, all right."
I would like to say that I have taken this attack upon well-placed cushions personally, and I
the attack that you started, okay.
Whatever, potato, tomato. Yeah, I'm gonna lob. I'm gonna use my javelin. It's a one shot.
What are you doing?
Okay.
I'm just gonna throw a javelin at them.
Could you, before we do that, would you mind just describing what Alicia looks like as they sling this javelin back?
Right. So Earthy is like, I'm gonna say maybe 5'8", 5'9", humanoid, tiefling with a sort of grayish skin that sort of goes. She blushes purple, and she's got silver eyes and like long black hair, which I did above table. I did too until 3 days ago. The long black hair, not the silver eyes. And then
I was a tiefling till 3 days ago too. Yeah.
I was it's, life sometimes takes you by surprise. Anyway, yeah. So and it's got like 2 horns. One of them is broken. And like she wears it kind of like a like you do a battle scar, like the and people that broken
So she looks like she means business, and
yeah.
All right, and she reaches behind her, pulls out this javelin. I think the gnome that pointed like their eyes go wide under their mask. What are you doing with the javelin?
So mind you, Arithia does not do magic, cannot cast, but because of hanging out with Dragomir, likes saying she's casting magic when she's just doing stuff, and so, I'm gonna say and I would say I cast overreaction. And go,
Very good.
Great. Yeah, roll me to hit. Which one are you aiming for, actually?
The guy, I guess the guy who threw the thing at Dragomir.
So the one that's hiding is hidden. You
Oh,
can see the point. You see the one that pointed, and you can see Pomporio on the actual bridge.
So I guess the one who pointed. 'Cause-
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll to hit. Poor guys. I mean, I knew it was going to end up in a rumble, but so fast.
They've got their bridge so fast.
Escalated.
Oh, don't worry. It'll be okay. They haven't seen my wizard dark laser yet. My dark wizard laser.
Love it.
Dark wizard laser. Sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
That's a
He doesn't know
15.
any better. 15.
15. Yeah, absolutely. Like this javelin strikes true. Roll me damage.
That is a 4.
4. Great. Okay, so the javelin sails through the air. It catches the gnome, who squeals in a high-pitched squeal. Pomporio looks back a little bit concerned, but then starts to get back up and try and scrabble across to make their way across the bridge. Buff actually comes over next to you and goes, you know, taking out your opponents is a perfectly valid option, but in terms of actually showing your teamwork to overcome obstacles, we kind of really assumed you would not kill each other straight away.
The other team are an obstacle, and also I would like to say,
do you know what?
Really
No, I Buff literally goes, huh, I never thought about it that way. It actually makes, oh, and he wanders off. You seem to have promised him. I
love it.
suppose makes
sharing
sense.
perspectives. Sharing perspectives is what this is all about.
Oh, interesting. New ways of looking at things. Oh.
Yeah.
And similarly, what is a small dragonborn or dwarf, but arguably a form of missile?
Arguably.
Speaking of which, are we looking to enact said Operation Missile?
Operation Dragonborn and Dwarf Missile.
I believe we should go now.
Looks at Bruja and goes, "Let's cast. We haven't thought this through." I don't know. Are you and Dragomir ready to be?
Yeah,
for sure.
Dragomir
I go for it, Dragomir.
So polite.
No,
about
Dragomir
it.
is just like, launch me, please. I will have my vengeance.
Okay. Let's see this.
I don't have any stat for throwing a friendly party member. But Bruja, how does your missiles work?
So I think normally the way it works is when I get hit by a missile of any kind, I roll d10 plus 8, and if I reduce the damage to 0, I get to throw them like at someone or something, and the range on that is up to 20 feet. So if I position myself at the edge of the pit and they're hurled towards me, As long as they don't miss me and hit me and I reduce the damage to 0, I should be able to hurl them across the pit.
I have
Okay.
fantastic news for you. I have a strength score of 0.
Awesome. Awesome.
So do I.
So we're gonna start this off with
As is written.
Arithia making her throw. So pick who you want to toss, and we'll go from there.
I mean, given that this is, like with their consent, I'm gonna let them decide who wants to be thrown first.
They're
Actually,
gonna,
I
they're
was
gonna,
joking,
It's an
I'm going,
experiment.
me. I'll go. She's not even on your team, but she's very excited.
And then I sort of just like pick her up and like pull her
Oh.
around.
Wait, what?
We're gonna you pull her back down.
Yeah.
You pick her up. You do the pizza sign thing, and then
Yeah.
you pull her back down.
Yep.
Okay, she had a great time. She's dizzy. She sits down.
This is a great warm up. I would like to ask if I can possibly use reckless attack, giving me advantage.
Yes.
and
This is a pretty
Bruges-
reckless maneuver, so I'm not going to say no. Sure, I am going to tell you though that hang on a second, I got to go for the great one.
I mean, since this is happening, Emmett is like ready to go with a spell if all this fails. Not if all this fails. In addition to all this will not help if this fails.
All right, so I'm going to let you guys know now. Pompoyo has made it across.
Oh.
You've still got 2 Grey Wolves to get across there, but let's go ahead. Take your pick, and who's going, guys? Emmett or Dragonman?
Launch me.
All right.
Oh my god. Okay. Do it.
Launch
Okay.
me.
Okay.
I like to think
Now-
Bruce is standing at the edge of the pit, being like, nice and gentle, and then sees Arithia just about to just do the strongest throw of her life.
I lengthen myself to be as missile-like as
A
possible.
javelin.
Oh my
A
god! Oh yeah,
javelin.
javelin. Yeah.
Yes.
Plank, Dracomir, plank.
Use the abs.
You see Buff over by one of the camera mages going, they're going for the old assisted toss. Back in my day, we used to use that one a lot, but it's been brought out of fashion recently, actually, with some people say it's inhumane and rude and keeps killing my teammates, but I don't know. I like the classics.
He keeps killing my teammates.
Now, let's watch and see how
We're not here to keep friends alive. We're here to win. Anyway, so, cool.
We're not here to keep friends alive. We're here to win. That's fair. Let me see how the audience react to that line real quick. Audience at home, how do we like that line? As Arithia picks up their mage.
No.
Oh, Sam, no.
The channel going against us.
Sam. Feel betrayed.
All right.
Oh no.
Conflict of interest.
Okay, all right. Well,
Oh, hello.
we're getting a couple there. We're getting up and downs, but let's see how it goes. Go ahead and make a throw
Okay.
attack. So
Okay.
Arithia holds the rigid Dragomir, preparing to launch him javelin-esque towards Bruja, the Loxodon bartender. What do we get?
Oh wait, it's an advantage.
God, please.
Yeah, this is a long pause. It doesn't sound like it's going to be
Rolls
good.
a 1 and a 3.
No, like the first roll was a fire, and I was like, oh, thank God, there's advantage. Okay, so I've got my modifier, my A.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
you'll get advantage because Dragomir is willingly being tossed.
Okay, cool. No, because of reckless attack, I meant.
Oh,
Um,
particularly, yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that is a 12 plus 2, 14.
14. But does that hit you? Does that hit you, Bruja?
No.
All right.
Yes.
Dragomir, you feel the wind in your scales. You feel your clothes ruffle. This is great. This is a great idea. You can't believe you didn't think this before. You're still going. Did he catch you? Open your eyes as you sail over Bruges' head.
Uh-oh.
Give me a reflex save as you begin to sail into the pit.
Fantastic.
It has to hit
pretty
you, right, Bruges?
Sorry?
It has to be able to hit you for you to catch the missile.
Yes, it has to hit me and do damage.
Right. Okay. So
I rolled an 18 for my dexterity saving throw.
an 18. Great. You find yourself sailing over the top of Bruges, but you manage to scrabble and grab onto an outhanging bit of the rock side. So you are hanging over these snapping dire walls in the pit.
Watch out for the dogs.
I see them.
A bunch of smelly dogs are snapping at your heels in the pit.
Arithia is just gonna pick up like a random thing from her pack and like toss it to the dogs to distract them. So pick a random thing that we normally have in our pack.
What are you throwing to the dogs?
I've got brewer's supplies. I'm gonna throw something from that
Okay.
I cannot think of at the moment.
I'm gonna say these dire wolves are more interested in a wiggling target than a bag of leaves as it pops into the ground.
I would also like to say that Arithia looks at the cameras when Dragomir goes,
straight at the camera, the office style.
yeah, this one looks at the cameras and goes, exactly what we wanted to happen.
So
Aisha looks confused but claps politely.
I think Emmett is completely in two minds now, whether he wants to go for helpful things or attacking things. And I think with the urgency that one has already got across, he might try and attack the one who hasn't got across from the other team.
Yeah, sure thing. So we'll come back to Dragomir in a moment.
Yeah.
You've still got your hands up waiting for this throw. You've just seen him just like sail over your head. Emmett, though, you spotted the whole thing. You had your eyes on the whole time. What are you doing?
I think Emmett's going to cast a guiding bolt on the.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus Christ! I just cast Hold the Dead. By the way.
Okay. All right.
Emmett's like, we have to win this. Oh my god, guys, we're not going to win this.
So you're casting it on the remaining gnome that you can see, or on the bridge, or
Yeah,
what?
the one I can see.
Great.
Maybe I could do it on the bridge. Maybe the bridge will fall. I'll do it on the bridge, and the
Both
bridge
of them
might
are
fall.
hostile acts, but one's slightly less hostile than the other.
The bridge it is, I suppose.
Great. Yeah. Go ahead and wait. No. How does what is that? Roll to
I
hit?
think I rolled an attack. Do I roll? I think I rolled a hit.
Yeah. Guy rolls rolling to
yeah.
hit.
Oh, I'm thinking of magic missile.
I'm gonna roll. That is an 18 on the die, so that's a 26. 25.
I sure hope
Nice.
sure hope the bridge does not have an AC of over that number.
This bridge is made of titanium. No, it's not. As the bolt slices through this already fairly rickety bridge, the gnome who was making their way across leaps backwards. They throw themselves backwards onto the side of the cliff. The back of the side you are as well. Pomporio gives you all the absolute stink eye, which leaves at the moment one member of their team across, one in hiding, one on your side, one of your team halfway down a pit full of dire wolves, and the rest of you preparing yourselves to win this challenge. And win your challenge you might do. But for now, why don't we go ahead and take a break? Welcome back. We're back with the well-placed pillows, well-placed cushions. Sorry, as they've turned this challenge into a beatdown. But well, we've got Dragomir the Wise, halfway down a hole full of wet dogs. We've got a pair of miffed gnomes and one sneaky gnome, and we've got the other three standing on the other side of the chasm. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing?
I think Emmett has decided. Oh well, let's just look through the pile again and see if he can cobble together anything that might look like a bridge.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll me perception or investigation.
Perception or investigation.
The higher you do, the more you'll find what you want.
Nat 20.
Oh, damn.
Nice.
Wow. You know what? You tell me.
Thank
what
you,
find.
God.
Hopefully some slightly more sturdy looking planks and bits to sort of I can use the mending cantrip to sort of plaster things together a bit, I think.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You find it looks like it's bits of an old bar top that they were throwing out to make a new one or something like that. And yeah, you're just laying these things out. It's hard going. You are smaller than many of your friends, but you are dragging these things out and magically legoing them together, as it were. Dragomir is still falling down the pit. Can you give me a dex? Can you give me a dex roll, please, to see how
Sure.
you're doing? Are you trying to climb out, or are you holding on? Let's see.
Dragomir, get out of the way of the bridge.
I tried. You're not going to believe this. That's a nat 20. I'm gonna try and hang on.
Amazing, yeah. With a nat 20, actually, I'm gonna say you've managed to pull yourself up a little bit more. You're not quite in as much danger, but you are still not out of this hole. The dire wolves are kind of like scrabbling at the side of the wall, trying to get at you, nipping at your. Oh, you are quite long though. You mentioned.
I am long.
You are.
I am a long boy.
Long. And you have like
my long
on?
tail is like within biting reach.
Oh, no.
I feel like.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see if.
I'm giving my GM rights. Give your GM rights.
Well, that's okay because the first one snaps at you, your tail flicks out of the way, and the second one, same. You're flicking your tail back and forth as these two balls like snapping in tandem, trying to get at you.
I am not a chew toy. I am Dragomir the Wise.
I think as Bruce is on the edge, he's gonna go over to Dragomir and say, "Mr. Dragomir, perhaps I could help you up."
Please, can Bruja help me up?
I've got a quarterstaff, which for Bruja is the broom that he uses when he's at the tavern.
Nice.
So he's just gonna lower down his broom to see if Dragomir can get hold of it.
For sure. You know what we'll say, Dragomir, go ahead and give me a strength check to grab that broom. You wanna let go and grab the broom quickly, and then we'll see about Bruja dragging you up.
Sure. Strength. No.
Can I try and
Is anyone else?
you?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is anyone else helping or?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
I wanna like try and get the dogs away by casting by using thaumaturgy cantrip, and so I'm gonna essentially I think I will cause like a raven cry. It's like just behind them to like lead them away from
Okay, all right.
Dragomir's tail.
What I'll say is, if you want to give me a deception roll,
Okay.
but we'll say it's with disadvantage because they are very interested in that tail.
Ew, I'm too delicious.
It is like a lure, just sort of
Yeah,
out in front of them.
I know.
you are waggling something in front of a pair of hounds.
Yeah,
They,
carrot.
you know.
19.
All right. Okay. Was that with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Sweet. Then yeah. As you're leading down, Bruja, with your broom to help Dragomir up, you hear a loud caw just down the other end. It's just enough time for the two wolves to look around. Even the gnome looks around, and you manage to kind of scoop Dragomir onto your broom. Give me a strength roll to pull them out of the pit.
Ooh.
Dragomir, you're able to hold on to the kick. You got a nice roll.
Yep.
Bruiser's looking like they didn't get a nice roll.
That's a natural one.
Oh no.
What I like to think here is that it is a quarterstaff, and basically it's just got a broom screwed onto the end of it. So as he grabs hold of the broom bit just slips off.
Pops off. Yep.
Can I try and grab the broom as it's breaks?
I'll say that because what happened was the Dragomir grabbed the end of the broom, and that's the brush bit. That's what came off. So if you grab the broom with Bruiser, you'll just be both holding a quarterstaff as Dragomir falls into the pit.
It's okay.
full
It's okay.
of dials.
As Dragomir is falling and accepts the fate that he has to be surrounded by a bunch of wolves, as I am falling in midair, can I see the bridge with the gnomes on it?
Yes, you can. Pomporio
I want to
is
knock
looking
one of
over
the I want to knock one of the bastards down here with me.
Love it. Love.
by all means.
I would like to wizardly cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. How does that work exactly?
By totally not being actually a wizard but actually a warlock. And
I mean, what I mean is like, how does Dragomir make that work in a wizardly way?
He reaches out his hand out to, because I remember one of them has like left the bridge, is at the edge, trying to find a way back onto the bridge.
That's right.
And he points at that gnome with a upturned finger, and just goes, "Wizard's dark laser," and will launch an Eldritch Blast, and my Eldritch Blast has Agonizing Blast, which will knock, if it hits, knock them 10 feet away. I want to take this bastard down with
off
me.
the bridge. Okay, all right. please roll for this.
Yes.
As the other gnome, about halfway across the bridge,
That is a 21.
it's absolutely slammed by a wave of dark energy. They land. In fact, I'm going to say that because the wolves had gone up to the side, they heard the crow call. He just lands in the wolves. They immediately start to rend at this poor guy. But you're on the ground and you're safe for now. You've got enough distraction.
Bruiser's convinced that he's gone for a second, and he's like,
even in his last moments, he had such wisdom.
Yeah, one of the camera mages gets up real close to you. Someone prestidigitates some soft music as you're doing this. Poor dragon.
His wisdom shall live on. If only there'd been a well-placed cushion.
Emmett, you have finished
We're
your
telling
bridge.
everyone I'm dead!
Yeah, Emmett, you finish your bridge, and as you look down to see what's coming to the bridge, you see that Dragomir is alive, just muddy, and the dogs are tearing into the gnome on the other side. They're fighting them off. They're holding their own, but it's not looking great for them.
Dragomir, please, I can save you.
Dragomir's alive?
He's alive.
Again, people watching the crystal ball get that cutaway shot. You know, like when you do what are they called? I'm a Celebrity or something, and you do cutaways, people talking about stuff.
Yeah.
That's what you're getting for
Dragomir's like, for a second, I thought it was all over.
Yeah, somehow we're getting a shot of Dragomir on the ground.
Post-fact, yeah.
He is on the ground, like back onto the dirt, and is like sprawled out like a smush, like an incredibly smooshed flat. What you call it? Those funny little worm toys.
A worm?
The one on the fish line. Yeah, the
Oh
one
yeah,
on the
I
fish
know the
line.
the little wiggly
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
little
It
wiggle.
looks like a little pipe cleaner.
Yeah, flat onto it. And as he hears Emmett calling out to him, he says, "I must not relent, and I will attempt to, because We're like, what, 15 feet down, I believe you
Yes.
said?
Yes.
Yeah. So I will try to scramble to the other side of the wall and try to. I am not good at this. Scramble up the up the rock to see if I can get to the other side.
Sure thing.
Ooh.
Sure thing.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You're
sure.
a dragon. Would fire help you?
I have some woefully terrible news for you. I am a black scale dragonborn. I only have acid.
No, I meant like, could we perhaps imagine that that fire gives you some sort of advantage, one might say, if one were so inclined.
I will step in for a moment to say that firstly, this is not something I think Eritrea could get from Dragon at this point in time, and secondly, if Eritrea thinks fire would help Dragomir, by all means, help Dragomir.
I'm trying to think about like.
But I'll say that
inner...
you couldn't tell each other anything if that's
Is
you are
my,
too far down.
Is this my inner fire? No, I think Dragomir is 100% scrambling up this rock.
Yeah.
He's trying. He's trying. He'll be fine.
I'll take a strength roll from Dragomir. Emmett, you've put the bridge across that you've built quite nicely now.
Thanks, Emmett.
Let's see if you can scramble up to that bridge on the other side.
Will a delicious 15 do it?
A delicious 15 will do it. I'll say that as you're just nearly getting to the top, that you're about to slide down, the edge of this bridge that Emmett has built slams down next to you, and you can grab onto the edge of it.
Oh,
Sort of grab him by the arm. Drag him here.
Your god smiles proudly upon you this day.
Dragomir, you are on the other
Scrabble.
side. You have made it somehow across this bit. I'm just going to roll real quick for the gnome in the pit. Okay, gnome in the pit is all right. Well, they're not all right. They have taken a lot of scratches and bites, but they managed to scrabble into that as well. However, they are getting up onto the other side, so they're going to have to go across the bridge. They are making their way though. The three of you are still on the other side. Your bridge is ready.
How's their bridge doing?
Their bridge is doing okay. No one attacked the bridge. They just knocked them off. So they scramble back up, taking some damage, but they are making their way across the bridge.
Do not tempt me.
I think at this point, Bruja sees that Dragomir has come and says,
Dragomir has returned to us. This is
It's a
incredible.
miracle.
They're so muddy, covered in mud and direwolf fur.
Perhaps, well,
and I've just realised that as a monk, I have an ability which probably could have helped a while ago, which is Step of the Wind, which doubles my jumping distance.
Yeah, it does. It does actually.
So your jumping distance is your strength score, which is 10, and if I double it, it's 20. So Bruce is just going to be like, he's inspired by seeing Dragomir rise from the pit, and he just takes a few steps back, and he's like,
this is incredible.
and he's going to use Step of the Wind, run towards the pit, just jump and sail clean over it.
Great. Absolutely. You land, you splash a bit of mud and Dragomir as the dragon throws out of the ground. Good job. Two of you made it across.
I mean, we have a bridge now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I think I'm gonna encourage M to go first. But as M, do you cross the bridge?
Yeah. If I can cross the bridge, I cross the bridge for sure.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I sort of shout across to the other team saying, "Any of you want to buy a bridge?"
Actually, as you do shout that, does 16 hit you?
I probably does. Let's have a quick check. Yeah.
Great. The third gnome, who had been hiding this whole time, makes a move to dart across the bridge and shoots you with an arrow as they go. You take 1 damage.
Ow!
Ow.
Arithia would like to cast Overreaction again. And turn back.
Do you want to cross the bridge first
Overreaction.
before you do?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
smashing.
So I was
yeah.
because I was like following. I was following and I will turn
Well, hang on.
back
As
just as
you are
I'm.
going, just go over there. Does the 15 hit?
There's a 15,
Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
3 damage.
oh,
3 damage. This one, you can see it's got like a shock of red hair that comes out from under, like a mohawk, but their eyes, which are all you can see because they're wearing a mask, smolder with rage. They give you good pot shots, but you roll across, and sorry, and some of the crowd, start to clamor. Oh, jolly good, jolly good. And Buff comes down. Ah, marvelous. That was definitely a way to do this challenge, but congratulations, you have succeeded and brought honor to the Twisted Whisker. Good work. You see that one of the staff whistles. The direwolves run back into their little like they got a little trailer, and they are nicely looked after off to the side.
Celebrity direwolves.
I love it.
How is the gnome who got mauled by the direwolves?
Mad, real angry. The gnome who was mauled is now just covered in rips in their clothes, and the mohawk one are both just absolutely seething, looking at you. Pompoyo, you see, goes over and heals them up, and he gives you a look of well, actually, it's hard to tell. Everyone else is getting looks of contempt, but Erythia is looking at him like,
Who is the gnome who thought they could just attack me and have no consequences?
None of them did. You all attacked them first. It was fully in self-defense.
Once again, my wizardly strategies have brought us through.
Yes, definitely. I feel. Yep. It was definitely your wisdom.
Buff easily glides over the chasm and helps them off their feet. Capital. Well, we've got our second competition coming up pretty soon. I'm sure it'll be a blast. Actually, you all get to work as a team, as opposed to missiles. So, Capital, please follow me. You guys see that another portal's been erected with another glamorous door around it.
Gesture to Aisha to come join us, and if
Aisha comes across the bridge, skittering along. She's still got her flag.
Unscathed. Yeah. I'm gonna say if glare were a spell that Olympia could cast, the glare of absolute death she would give the gnome who caused 3 points of damage.
Oh, the sneaky gnome.
Oh, that one.
Mohawk.
If looks could kill.
Mohawk gives it back. They are unscathed. And it's very much they give you the fingers to the eye thing. I'm watching you kind of thing.
And as we disappear through the portal, Bruges is going to hit them with a thumbs up.
Luckily of rebukes.
Yeah, luckily for Bruges, they don't see the finger-based response. But the gnomes also follow you through. You come to a large room with a large pillar down the middle and 2 off-shooting paths. And Buff turns to you and says, "Ah, yes, this is my favorite. Good old-fashioned Donnybrook. You'll be judged on skill, class, and general flair and panache as you're in there. Give us all a good show. There'll be 2 teams, of course, both fighting similar kinds of creatures. I look forward to seeing some real sportsmanship, especially from you there." And then he slapped Bruges on the shoulder.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Chuffington.
I don't think I didn't notice that impressive leap. I'm looking forward to seeing some real skills in play. Oh, off you go then. We'll be sending along a few of our camera mages, of course, just to make sure that everything's caught on camera. Buff leads you down one way, and some of the other mages lead the gnomes down the other way to their own back combat. You guys are in a large room. The floors are tiled, black and white tiles, like a chessboard. In the center of that large room is a big wooden box is the hard way to describe it, because this thing looks like it's made of almost stone. It's been here for a long time. I'd say it's about a good 10 feet each way in diameter. And so, the combat will begin once you open the box. Please make sure to give us a good show. The cameraman here and here, so remember to show off for the cameras. Really step it up. I know you've got this covered there. He points to us, yeah. All right, you guys are alone, apart from a set of camera mages, who are all standing at the edges of this huge chessboard type area, casting. Aisha's also there too. She's with Buff off to the side, looking at her crystal ball to watch the show.
Perhaps it's time for another power pose before we begin.
Indeed.
Yes.
All right. Let's get some performance rolls in as you guys flex for the cameras. And for those of you at home as well, let's get some thumbs up or down on how these power poses work out for them.
It's a natural 20 from Bruja. He's worked out how to use his
Wow.
He's worked out how to enhance the pose with his trunk, and it's working for him.
It's a weirdly muscular trunk.
Amazing.
13.
14.
19.
Okay, all right.
I've told you all well.
All right, well, we got there. So, you guys see that Aisha's watching on the screen, on the crystal ball, and goes, "Oh, good job, guys!" and gives you all a thumbs up.
All right. Shall we begin? Once the box is unearthed, there is no turning back.
Right, you guys see there is a large wooden door on this box, on this big enclosure, I guess I should say.
Bruja is just gonna sort of whisper over to Arithia and say,
It really does make me feel a lot more confident.
Exactly. It's, all about team building. It's not at all about bravado.
I thought I had mastered myself at the monastery, but it seems there's more to learn.
Exactly.
I'm going to quickly roll for the gnomes, see how they're doing as you guys hear the sounds of battle.
We should probably start the battle.
Okay. The gnomes are at it. They're going at it.
Oh. I will, just like I told the dead on a gnome, I guess I'm opening this box.
All right. You pull this door open, and you don't see anything for a while because it's quite dark inside, but you hear a kind of gelatinous slurping noise.
What about those of us who have dark vision?
Well, I'll say that you'd see a roiling reflections inside anyway, as a kind of... Now, you're all adventurers. You've all seen a gelatinous cube. You've heard of them, certainly, in your travels. This is similar, only as it works its way out of the enclosure, it's just a ball. It's a gelatinous orb. And as it comes rolling out, you actually see that it is inside it. It has like a crystal ball, similar to the ones that like Aisha's watching, other people watching as well. And it starts to project you guys. You are fighting. You are fighting a creature that is literally showing you the fight while you're doing it. You're watching yourselves punching this thing.
Oh, fix the OBS on the projection sphere, please.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no audio, and it is a little big. It's like, 240p. Not great.
Oh no, terrible, terrible. I hate it.
This thing slurps out, and as it does, it shoots out a tentacle at. Who opened the door? Dragon, you opened the door, didn't you?
I sure did. I sure did. Hit me,
Excellent.
buddy. I am ready. Right to the DM.
Well, that's a 12, so you're okay, I believe. Oh, wait, what was your AC?
No, that exactly hits me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Plus
Okay.
is 12.
All right, my bad.
If it meets, it hits.
It absolutely does. Meets it, beats it, as you are slapped with a slimy tendril for 3 damage.
All right, I'll take
It
the 3
leaves,
damage.
it leaves a gross, goopy line down you as it clocks you across the face. Let's roll initiative.
Woohoo!
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Actually.
21 from Bruges.
Mm.
It's a 19 from Emmett.
It is 18 for Earthia.
4 for Dragomir the Wise.
Ah, it is
He
not
takes his
Dragomir's day.
time. He takes his time to consider the battlefield. So
Exactly.
wise.
And he's our strategist. What he is.
Marvelous. Okay, well, Bruges, you're up first.
Bruges, realizing that they've left the wizard to apparently tank this fight, is gonna sort of rush forwards with his
Not
quarterstaff.
even the respectability of a wizard.
And he's gonna go up to it and he's gonna try to smack it with his quarterstaff.
Bang. Go ahead and give me a roll.
That is 17.
Yep, hits.
All right. That is 9 points of damage.
Excellent.
And he's gonna go for his second attack.
Yeah. You lunge forward and slap into thing with your staff. Its whole body kind of bends under the weight of the staff, and it gives out a
yeah.
shudder as you give it another hit.
Dirty 20 for the second hit.
Oh, lovely. Yep. Clock it again.
That's another 5 points of damage.
Nice. So that's 14 of go.
Yep,
Cool.
and then I think I'm gonna spend a key point to do flurry of blows. And this is something I was looking up before we started. An adult elephant, modern elephant, can lift about 300 kilograms with its trunk.
Yeah.
So I wanted
True
to
facts.
flavor his unarmed strikes as like a trunk punch. So he just sort of like coils
That's
the
why it was
trunk
so
up.
muscular. That makes sense.
Yeah. So he's just like sucker punches this orb with his trunk.
Oh, that's the best.
That's a dirty 20 again.
Wow. Yep. Get it.
That's another 7 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets one more for the flurry of blows.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Monks.
not
So
as
they're
good.
usually quiet and reserved, Bruges. It's a whirl of violence all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's like when someone hasn't tidied up the beer glasses properly and it just gets him. But
feel
the
like-
final goal is only an 11.
An 11. That last one does miss. I think this thing shudders away just at the right moment to dodge out this secondary trunk attack. But wow, what a run! Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say as M probably goes next, but as M readies whatever he's gonna do,
Well, you're up next, so you're good.
Oh no, I thought M you
I
were
got
on
19.
19, right? Yeah.
Oh, you're not sure. I've got E and I didn't put EM. My bad.
No, so I'm gonna say if Bruges turns to us after finishing that incredible attack, it's gonna be like,
Oh, that's what it feels like to be on the other end. It's nice.
Love it. Okay, well, Emmett.
Emmett is going to he's going to look and he's going to make a motion with his hands and cast spiritual weapon. And the sort of spectral, sort of large contract comes up with sort of like a stamp on it and a large pen. And he sort of says, "I have a deal to make with you," and he'll make an attack with a spiritual weapon.
It's great because you say this, but what you're seeing is yourself holding out in a very flattering angle with lovely lighting in 240p.
Oh, that's such a bad roll. Okay, Oh, well, it's a 13.
13. Okay. 13 hits.
A 13 hits. Oh,
13
amazing.
hits.
Woo!
Nice.
Great. So then that's a force damage of. Oh, that's 11 force damage.
Okay. Okay. All right. How does your your contract do force damage?
I'm imagining it's like a sort of large piece, and it sort of just waves and goes onto whatever it's.
Pop it down.
Yes.
Right. Got it. That's 11. Nice. Okay. So
And,
anything else?
and I think I could probably do a cantrip as well. Oh no, I can't do a cantrip. No, that was a
No.
bonus action. Spiritual weapon. So cantrip of Sacred Flame. Which is a deck saving throw.
Cool. This thing's not got great dex. What's my AC? What's my DC?
15.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 6? No.
Okay. And that's 10 points of radiant.
Oh my days. Okay. This are you moving at all?
I'm sort of trying to get out of the way. I'm trying to make myself not a target, basically.
Right. No problem.
Out of the four of us.
On this thing's turn, it is going to absolutely back away from that. It's going to move it kind of spins up and then rolls, like bounces off the building it came out of, and then rolls straight forward at speed. In fact, right towards Rithia. It's going to try and flatten you on its way past. That said, who was right next to it? Bruges was, wasn't it? You get an attack opportunity that doesn't move.
Already. That is a 25.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
That is 4 points of damage.
Cool. Yeah, you just like nick it with the end of your staff as it goes by. Let's see. 11 doesn't hit you, I assume.
Who's this here?
Me?
Sorry.
Rithia.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
No. Okay. Cool. 11 doesn't hit you. You sidestep out of the way as this thing barrels past you, slamming into the wall behind you guys. Narrowly missing actually the camera mages. You are up.
Okay. I feel like not getting to attack our gnomey friend, and the fact
Oh,
that
actually, you're right. I should have rolled for the gnomes too, but I will do that way to go on. Go ahead and take a roll.
and not getting to attack them on the bridge, and being reduced from like power poses to thumbs up and stuff has
Being reduced. Wow.
being reduced from Arethia's perspective, not mine, above table, is going to just. I would like to point out Arethia and I are about the same person. But yeah, so I'm going to say causes a certain rage.
Yeah.
And that is going to. Yes.
Nice. Nice.
That's Arethia merch right there. Okay, so I recognize that I could use other things, but I really just want to use the shovel because I feel like packs don't get used enough. The shovel in my pack, I'm just gonna going to reckless attack the orb.
The orb, yeah,
The
the blob.
gelatinous orb.
Yep.
Blob.
The globe, if
thing.
you will.
The blob. Yeah, I will.
With your shovel.
With the shovel.
Are we flavoring like an axe as a shovel, or you actually want to use the actual shovel?
It's a shovel.
Okay, I don't know what the stats of a shovel are, but
That's a good point.
yeah,
Like a D6, right?
yeah. Go ahead and you'll get have it.
Yeah, just feel like I'm imagining someone just losing it.
Gotcha.
Okay. Are you? Did you see the message in the chat?
Oh. Sorry, I didn't see that. Oh, Donna has graciously asked you a donation to give Arithia an advantage. So,
Yeah.
by all means, because it sounds like you want an advantage there. So go for it, go for it.
Okay. So
And thank you to the donor for that.
Yes, thank you very much, because I would have loved that roll really badly. Okay. I have, as a result of the advantage, rolled a 19 plus 2. Yep, 21.
Was it 19 definitely? 21? Absolutely hit it. Sure, yeah, you wind up with this shovel and you clock it. Go ahead and give me the damage.
Should I? So I am definitely going to do the extra attack and do it again.
Sure.
So yeah. So you said D6?
Yeah.
6.
All right.
Okay, and then I'm going to continue to pummel the board with the shovel, because why not?
For sure.
19 again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's a 2 damage.
2 damage. Sounds good. Oof. Okay, this thing is dribbling. The picture's looking somehow worse. It's oozing its way around the room.
How's the frame rate doing?
Oh man, it's so choppy. It's so choppy. Captions are come up in a language that you don't know. And they're really big, so it's in the way. Oh, it's a mess.
Dragomir, what's that language? I know you speak some.
Do you speak Infernal, Dragomir?
Time to check. I don't
I
remember.
speak Infernal. I'm a
Oh, you
teacher.
speak Infernal?
No.
Then you're getting basically like the Spanish subtitles of this fight.
I only know Common and Draconic.
Maybe if you beat some more, you can change channel. Which is a handy thing as well, because it is your turn.
Oh, it is my turn. Dragomir has spent most of his turn removing the gelatinous slop off of his body after being hit by a tendril of this thing.
Yeah, it's like being hit by
once
Slimer.
he's done, yeah, that's terrible.
Oh yeah.
And watching this gelatinous sphere kind of spin around towards Arithia, Dragomir releases his hands out in a flourish, and I will cast Toll the Dead. It needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
As a gong-like sound starts blaring inside of this gelatinous cube.
Oh yeah, nice. All right. Well, it made a roll of 5, so it's okay.
That is a failure, and that will be 2d8 damage for me to give to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 8 on the first die. That's an 8 on the second die.
Hey!
Oh my days! You know what? You tell me how you finish this thing off.
Oh.
You guys hit it so
hard. As this sphere is kind of spinning in place, I'd like to think that Dragomir has conjured a little illusory gong in his hand with a little drumstick next to it, and he just starts beating it really loudly at the sphere.
As you do, with every beat, the sphere starts to expand outwards, like it's being pushed outwards from within. You see Bruges' face suddenly explode as this thing just bursts, slime going everywhere, all over the place. I'm not gonna make you guys roll to avoid slime. We'll just say everyone enjoys a little bit of slime.
I like to think that causes a horrible audio peak for anyone watching at home.
Oh yeah, 100%. I am providing a terrible auditory experience.
All the mages lose their concentration, so they just get a standby technical difficulty.
I would like to say that Arithia cast thaumaturgy, when as the thing explodes, for there to be a little sound effect from the point at which it explodes to go wah wah.
Yep. That's the last thing anyone hears before before the broadcast goes off. Buff steps out. He hands Aisha a cloth to clear some up with, and he starts clapping. He's also covered, but he's not even making it clear that it's covered at all. He's like, "As far as I'm concerned, I'm always stoic. I'm covered in goo. This is fine. Well done, Cushions. That was some quick work there." And again, he claps Bruges on the shoulder. I knew you were going to show me a good one. Now, let's see how your opponents are getting on, shall we? He claps, and the wall that was separating you from the path that the gnomes took suddenly becomes transparent. You can see through it. Now, I'd like to ask the audience real quick: do the gnomes get any thumbs up or thumbs down? How are you guys liking the gnomes? How do you feel the gnomes are going? Let's get some thumbs up or thumbs down for the gnomes. As the TV audience at home. Oh, whoa.
What does that mean?
Don't know.
Someone say
we got fireballs
fireball?
in the chat. That's like nuclear thumbs up. You can't get. Oh, it's down. Okay, so it's fireballs and down. Wow. Nobody likes.
Wow.
Nobody likes the gnomes.
A wise decision.
No.
There is a moment where you all see the gnomes basically facing off against their own Gelatinous Blob. Their one is red. One of the gnomes holds their hands aloft, and just flame erupts, and the the mages watching their broadcast, theirs goes dead as well for a moment. Somebody runs over to Buff and whispers in his ear, and he goes, "Oh my, really? Ah, really? God. Well, very good. Congratulations, Cushions. You've come out on top by way of mostly cinders, it would seem." Everyone gives actually the mages start to get their feedback ready. Everyone gives a nice pose.
Thank you.
The screen on the other side, or rather the wall you could see through, goes again back to stone. You don't want to see what's going on over there. And it smells terrible. Buff leads you all out. Marvelous work. I do like the way you all work together to take out the orb. It was actually a faulty one as well. That's why they sent them down here. But well, you don't need many more. Please step through this way. Let's head back to the Twisted Whisker, shall we? And give you all your prize.
Indeed.
A prize. We get a prize.
Erithia leans towards Dragomir and goes, "I feel like this is a good time for some dancing light."
Oh, well, my lady, your wish is a Dragomir's command. I will reconjure my rave dancing lights to accompany us.
Right. Yes. The rave dancing lights appear. They shine blobbily off the bits of exploded slime, creating a really nice fractal effect. Actually, if you don't mind the smell so much. Aisha is also giving it the whoop whoops. As you all head through the portal, I think this went pretty well, says Buff. I have to say, every year they're usually quite humdrum, and everyone tries to do things, the proper way, the correct way. It's nice to see the young next generation really putting in the work and making things a bit more exciting for the audience. We should talk to Michelle. Actually, it's giving me an idea for a new show. Actually,
a new show. Well, sometimes the best path forward is the path least trodden. In fact, dog trodden. That's the new wisdom I've gained.
Yes, well, we can workshop it, I'm sure. Let's get along to see Michelle before things get along. He looks at Emma and goes, "Absolutely not. I'm so sorry. We're not going to use that."
We'll think of something.
You seem to be something like the sort of writing. Can you put something in there? Something a bit more flashy, a bit more panache.
Yeah, so I'll do some workshopping and we'll yeah.
Marvelous. Dog trot, God.
And as we're walking, Bruce is just going to mention to Dragomir,
that charades game was really quite something because it did predict dogs. And, well,
Well,
And they did smell.
yes.
and they did smell. It was as if fate was on our side, foretold our success.
Now I need to do a quick count up of all the thumbs we've had, so I can tell you how the Twisted Whisker looks now after its makeover. So I'll be tallying up thumbs versus downs. Okay, you've got a nice spread. As you guys head into Twisted Whisker, this place has been done up nicely. Let's go around the table. I want one thing from Twisted Whisker change in each place. Emmett, what's been upgraded in Twisted Whisker?
Oh,
One thing.
I think Emmett's a big fan of gold. Maybe some like a golden gilding around the bar or something like that. So something flashy and flourishing.
Yeah, some nice golden gilding put in there. It's very much like what's that show called? Gordon Ramsay's one where he does up your restaurant for you.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so some gold gilding around all the edges. That's nice. Alicia, what are we seeing from your end?
I think all the food is going to be served in brand new stoneware, like those half plate, half bowl things.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah. Some of the people who were hanging out before are back in. They've been told to clean up their acts. They can be on TV. Oh, sorry, I should have been on Crystal Ball. Sorry. And they're supping from these bowls awkwardly, actually, because they're not used to having like actual cutlery most of the time. They're all branded as well. It's actually got the home of the willow cushions around the edge of the bowls as well. Bruja, what do you see as an upgrade?
Previously, all the glasses just used to be shoved away in cupboards and stuff like that, and now there's these like lovely little metal hooks on the walls, and they like hang the glasses in these patterns, which are awkward and annoying to reach, but looks very pretty. It sort of refracts the light and gives it a lovely sort of glow around the bar.
Great, because Nana cannot reach those, so that's going to be. I should can't reach them either now, so it's going to be your job.
But it looks great, you know.
But they look great. Oh yeah, for sure. And finally, Dragomir, what do you see upgraded in the tavern?
I was going to say cushions, but that's the boring answer. The better answer is dedicated dance floor with beautiful flashy lights.
Yes, absolutely. They've actually set up a small spell wall that's actually constantly casting flashing lights, dancing lights. Sorry, just so it's up there. It just looks like a disco ball. But it's constantly casting dancing lights. Aisha gets excited, goes and starts dancing around under the lights. She's having a great time. Nana comes over and she goes, "Oh, you four have really done. This is great. This is so good. You know what? Free food for you all for at least a week. And your tabs.
I'll take it.
And our tabs. This is fantastic.
And your tab. I suppose that's fair. That's fair. Oh, I can't wait to tell all the others about we got a Michelle Yin star. This is going to be fabulous. I can't thank you all enough." And boss says, "You know what? Actually, could you all everyone get in for a photo, please? Let's send this off with a nice shot."
Right.
And as the show comes to a close, let's get one last performance roll from everyone.
Oh my god!
I like to think in a sort of like what they've learned from each other. Bruja is power posing that he has learned from Arithia.
Arithia is thumbs upping that she's learned from Bruja.
Nice.
Nope,
That
gone.
is a
Lost
17.
that die.
15 for Bruja.
Oh dear, I got a 13.
13. These are okay rolls.
Dragomir rolled a 19.
A 19.
And
yeah.
And that's just a bit of like a sparkly minor illusion.
I'll say that with a 19, Dragomir gets the Breakfast Club style freeze frame instead of jumping in the air.
Yes. They do it.
And that's where we're going for tonight. The credits roll. They give there's a little picture of each of the contenders. It says Erithia went on to become best poser of town, and now gives classes on spell casting without spell casting. It shows Emmett. Emmett was indicted multiple times for multiple acts of fraud, but never got caught. Always got away with it. He currently is franchising out the Twisted Whisker merchandise with the Christian. Bruges went on to not only invent a new style of bar food, but also to take it on the road. It looks a lot like when you go to like TGI Fridays and they're doing that flair, like cocktail flair, but you also punch people. And Dragomir, Dragomir.
That's just the epilogue. It just says,
you know what,
Dragomir.
It's got Dragomir. It says Dragomir at the bottom of it. You know what? It says Dragomir, just Dragomir, and this is Aisha became Dragomir's pupil in wizardry.
Fantastic. Welcome to the Order of Nebulous Wizardly Darkness, which is definitely which is totally a wizarding school totally a wizarding school and not a warlock school.
Yeah, actually, come in.
I did not I totally do not become her warlock patron.
Absolutely, yeah. I should go on to become a powerful warlock with Dragomir as a patron.
You know what they say, Mercury didn't happen.
It's true.
There you go. And yeah, that's what I'd like to end for tonight. I've been Pan. I've had a great time with you guys. This was a lot of fun. Wow, you guys were chaotic, but I really enjoyed it. And thank you to the audience as well for watching too. You can find me online at Stellar Encore on most places, Blue Sky, Twitter, Tumblr. Yeah, all the usuals. Thank you again for watching. I'm going to pass it on to Val.
Hi, folks. I'm Valiant Dorian. I use he, him, his pronouns. You can find me all around the internet at Valiant Dorian or also Spirit Bear. Please enjoy that lovely treasure I just set you on. And tonight, I had the distinct pleasure of playing your favorite, totally a wizard. It's actually a warlock. Dragomir the Wise. And I'm a TTRPG AP performer, I'm a Twitch variety streamer, TTRPG talk show host, and game designer. You can find me, in fact, later on tonight on Transmedia RPG, Saturdays 8 p.m. Eastern, as we are on our second campaign called The Chaos Protocol. I play Sayer, who is the misbeloved twin brother of the Chosen One. Come and check us out. Totally, something's happening, and it's scary. Come and check us out tonight.
Excellent. Buna?
Yeah, so I'm Buna M. I have played Arathea, who, I really like the idea of casting magic without casting magic, and I'm definitely going to use that again. Just make shit up as I go along, even more than you normally do.
I think I should definitely learn a bit from all of you, to be honest.
Yeah, I am a TTRPG designer, writer, editor. Occasionally pop up on APs whenever they will have me, especially if they are for such excellent causes. So thank you for having
me. Viraj.
Yeah, I'm Viraj. I've been playing Emmett Besler, M. Besler today. Look forward to maybe reviving him for some more dodgy contracts. His deity is very happy at the moment. I'm a PhD student. You can find me on Twitter at Viraj101. I do some cool microscopy stuff if you're into that. Yeah.
Nice. And last but not least, Rob.
Thank you very much, everyone. I've been Rob, playing Bruja, the bartender, who unfortunately never got to use his downwards-facing tusks to move some branches.
Oh, I gave you a whole pile of stuff.
But they were there just in case. I am hoping to have a podcast all about like weird extinct animals and TTRPGs out later this year. You can follow me at rcooper661 on Twitter. But it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much, guys, again. And thank you again for your donations as well. It all helps. I'm sure that the Sorcery team will come out and say some more afterwards. But for now, we've been the well-placed cushions. And thank you and good night.